Hey Jack and Jills, this is Epic Botch here bringing you another episode of Kotor. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and see what is on the minds of all of our companions. Dang it, another botch! In the last episode, we chatted with Griff, so let's go ahead and see how Mission's feeling about everything.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
Well, really? As much as I don't care for Griff, you really shouldn't turn your back on your brother.
Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him.
Exactly.
I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
Well, first off, Mission, you are a much better person than Griff is, just saying. But really, no one can teach you lessons, you have to learn it yourself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tat glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Hey Candace, how are you doing
Yeah,
today?
what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories for me.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
Oh. So where did you fight all this time?
We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Why? What happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive, in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something, or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
Okay, well what happened
It
next?
started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
Was it a ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
No, that was an awesome story. Maybe next time.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Well, if I remember correctly, we didn't try to repair him, so let's go ahead and give that a try now.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Let's go ahead and get started. Completely and blatantly ignoring his insult.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have restored a great deal of information about my previous owner, Master. Would you like to hear it?
Would I?
Recitation. The earliest memory of my last owner specifies that he was human, a low-ranking commercial officer for SciTech Corporation. I am unaware of his designation. He purchased me from an acquaintance I cannot identify for the purposes of protocol and bodyguard duties.
Why can't... No. So you mentioned the SciTech Corporation when I purchased you.
Explanation. Affirmative, Master. I had assumed that my previous owner was the corporation itself. This is not the case. The human purchased me privately.
Scandalous. I mean, is he still alive?
Answer. Negative, Master. The human was terminated by this HK-47 unit prior to system shutdown.
Eek. What happened?
Explanation. My former master had owned me for a duration of 2 standard months before discovering my assassination protocol. He was pleased by the discovery. The human informed me that a competitor corporation was preparing to market a product that would ruin him personally. He was most agitated. He activated my assassination protocol and instructed me to kill all those responsible for the competing product. I proceeded to carry out my order.
And that resulted in his death?
My former master was unaware of this, but the competitor was in fact an arm of SciTech Corporation, my master's own employer. It did not take long for my master to realize his mistake. By then, I had already terminated 104 corporate officers.
Wow. Why didn't he just deactivate you?
Answer. I was not present to be deactivated, Master. Part of my protocol is not to return to my master until my function is complete. I still had 15 officers to go. I do not know why my master was so upset, really. He was an officer of SciTech and a potential target, but I cannot terminate my own master. I would assume that being the sole officer remaining, he would surely be promoted. Instead, however, the human chose to go insane with rage and attack me.
Well, he probably liked a few of those people you killed, so... Is that when you killed him?
Objection. Naturally not, Master. As I said, I am incapable of purposefully terminating my owner. That would not be allowed. My master was not a smart man, however. While he was screaming and stabbing me with a writing utensil, he managed to pierce one of my actuators. The resulting shock terminated him and sadly destroyed my assassination protocol. Pure luck on his part, I suspect.
I don't think he was as lucky as you think.
Query. Do you know what the chances are of puncturing that sole actuator? I would have congratulated my master were he not sizzling and incoherent at the time. I shut down immediately whenever my master dies. I can only assume that while I was shut down, SciTech was dismantled and I was auctioned off as former corporate property. Observation. No doubt my sale price was quite cheap, leading to Yukalaka's purchase. How very demeaning.
How demeaning indeed. So... Are you sure this actuator can't be fixed?
Assessment. I do not believe so, Master. It would require complete dismantlement of my chassis. A most involved procedure.
Did you receive any other memories?
I have recovered knowledge of some other actuators which will enhance my performance, Master. I will activate them now. But as for my own history, negative. It will require further effort on your part to restore them, if you wish. Though certain stimuli could always restore my core still, as I explained. For now, please excuse me, Master. I wish to meditate upon the face of my former meatbag master as he was electrocuted. I find it most soothing.
Sweet, because of your repairs, HQ-47 has a permanent bonus of +2 to its dexterity. Very neat for us.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
I'd like to know more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
Okay, what do you mean by
Those
that?
Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed
Gotcha.
invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Well, you know that... You know that Jedi aren't gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it really that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us, because the people they wanted had already fled, or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
As long as you do not let your anger influence you, I suppose.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Well, that sounds good to me.
How can I help?
You wanted to speak to me?
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
Well, that's not what I heard.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
So... Well, what else do you expect from the Sith, to be honest?
True, I suppose. And yet the outcome of that battle was unexpected. To all of us. Revan's end was unforeseen. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Fair enough. Hi, Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
We did not end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
Well... And... Sorry, I'm trying to be careful about this, guys, because I like Karth as a character a lot. Well, how does this excuse your action?
It doesn't, I know. It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this... helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Yes. Don't worry about it, Karth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Let's see. Oh, I just don't know. Why is it he's the only one that gives me issues when coming up with ideas as to what I should respond? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe you should work for it a bit. Wink, wink.
Oh, I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Let's see. No need to start sweating, Karth. I was only teasing.
So you do accept my apology? Good, good. I'm glad. You know, you aren't so bad to have around. You know that.
Let's see. What is he doing with his head? That's kind of weird. I know, I'm very charming, I'm
Well,
told.
more than that, but... Anyway, we should be off.
Alright, that is everyone pretty much worth talking to at the moment. A long time ago, Zalbar came up to us and said that he noticed some rations missing from our supplies. Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Examine the supplies more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by you or your company so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal a stowaway. Alright, well... it's locked. That's a bummer. Let's see, so we had to look around the ship a little bit. Alright, I will probably just cut until I trigger the cutscene I need to trigger. Here we go. You hear the echo of footsteps coming from the direction of the cargo hold. That's why I kept circling back to it so many times. Haha! We have Sasha.
Kipuna, bonana kichu.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Selima wanga kunbikin.
Okay, I really don't understand what you're...
Mucha shakapaka.
I still don't understand. She frowns and looks at you helplessly. Yeah. Alright, well, let's actually see if we can
Mucha
figure her out.
shakapaka.
Can you tell me your name? She looks at me oddly, puzzled. I'm gonna point to myself. I'm the Yellow Veldex.
Mucha
You are?
shakapaka.
Sasha. Your name is Sasha, right?
Mucha shakapaka.
How'd you get on the let's not bother asking. Let's just try to learn her language.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Let's see. No, I don't think that's gonna get us anywhere. How about this word? I don't even think she said it. Everything is safe. Is that
Tonki ba non tontek.
the Ebonhawk? Service panels. Okay. Let's see. That panel?
Kipuna, bonana kichu.
The panel. All of this. It's your home. It means home.
Kipuna, bonana kichu.
Okay. Let's see. Let's try this
Tong
one.
abuk shami no nok.
I see you, or you see...
Tonki ba non tontek.
You don't see. No, that's not it, is it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
Say something else, Sasha.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Well, okay. Let's try this one.
Dong abuk shami no nok. Mucha shakapaka.
Ah, it means starship, doesn't it?
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Okay, the starship brought you home. See if I can figure
Dong
this one out
abuk
yet.
shami no nok. Dong
Need to hear
abuk
more?
shami no nok.
You're hiding.
Dong ki ba non tontek.
There we go. I didn't get all of that, but sure.
Selima wanga kun bitkin.
You're hiding in the starship. It's your home. I get it.
Mucha shakapaka.
Mukashakapaka. Let's see. You've said that you... 4?
Mucha
Give that a try.
shakapaka.
Say something about me, yes, but what?
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Something like you?
Mucha shakapaka.
You like me. Yes! I like being liked.
Selima wanga kun bitkin.
Nada Abnus? You said that when I first found you.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Okay. It means hit, isn't that it?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
So... I won't hurt you.
Dong ki ba non tontek.
I understand. No, I won't hurt you.
Tonki
Okay,
ba
good, I was
non
right with that
tontek.
one. Let's try... Nugis? Is that all one phrase?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
The floor.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Not speaking now. Was it before?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
How about yum? What kind of word is that?
Dong abuk shami no nok.
It's part of the starship? A room?
Mucha shakapaka.
Well, of course yum would mean food. Yum is food. Food is
Selima
yummy.
wanga kun bitkin.
You want some food now. You're hungry.
Dong ki ba non tontek.
Well, what do you mean?
Mucha shakapaka.
You want me to tell you a story?
Dong ki ba non tontek.
So... Okay. She wants me to tell her
Dong
something.
ki ba non tontek.
Alright, I'm gonna communicate with Sasha in her language.
Mucha shakapaka.
Why are you hiding on my starship?
Selima wanga kun bitkin.
You came to this ship before. You were scared. Why?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
You left the Mandalorians. Okay. And she hid on the ship. So I believe she was captured by Mandalorians, and that's why she doesn't really speak a language.
Dong ki ba non tontek.
You don't want to leave because it's your home.
Dong
Got
abuk
it.
shami no nok.
Well, it's really not your home, Sasha. Not your first home anyways.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Tell me about your home before.
Dong ki ba non tontek.
Alright, Tatooine. We could go back there. Alright. Well, we figured out what's going on with our missing food. We talked to everyone on our crew, so I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here. Thank you all for joining me, Jack and Jills, and I hope you all have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your day. Bye!